Suppose you manage a paper company and receive an order for 2 tons of 35% recycled paper. You only have 30% and 50% pulp available to make your order. How much 30% and 50% recycled paper must be combined? So let's let X equal the amount of 30% and Y be equal to the amount of 50%. And let's see if we can form a couple equations in order to find out how much of each we need. So the first equation is kind of easy. The very first thing we're told is that we need an order for 2 tons. So that means X, the amount of 30%, plus Y, the amount of 50%, had better be equal to 2. X plus Y is equal to 2. For the next equation, we're going to need sort of a recycled paper equation. This is the total paper equation. And then the recycled paper equation. So there's 30% of X is recycled. 50% of Y is recycled. And we're hoping that when we put these two together, they call it pulp. Whenever they mix these two together, it's going to give us our order. And what's that order again? It's 35% of the 2 tons. So it's going to be equal to 35% or 0.35 times 2. So putting this all together, we get X plus Y equals 2. And to work this equation out, usually it's easiest to move the decimal place over 2 spots in every one of the numbers, on the left and on the right. So that will give us 30x, just to have whole numbers, plus 50y is equal to 35 times 2, which is 70. And here we are. We get a system of equations in which we can solve. Now I'm going to use the elimination technique by multiplying that first equation by a minus 30. That will allow me to cancel off with 30x. So negative 30x, negative 30y will be equal to negative 60. Copy down our second equation, 30x plus 50y, that'll be equal to 70. Add the two results now, and there's our elimination. The x's cancel. We'll get 20y is equal to 10. Divide both sides by 20. And we'll know that y is going to be equal to 1/2 or 0.5 tons. So then, how much of x do we need? Well, knowing that the total is equal to 2, we now have x plus 0.5 is equal to 2. So x equals 2 minus 0.5. So x would be equal to 1.5 tons.